Hi guys, welcome to another Divi Theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. We've got a simple little hover effect for you today, which is really eye-catching. Got an image there with an icon on it. When I hover over it, it's going to fade in a little bit of text under the icon there. This is really easy to do and there's no coding or extra plugins involved in this today. So let's get started. I'm going to enable the Visual Builder. And I've got a section, the blue tab, with a row, the green tab, 3 columns in the row. I'm going to add a module over here. I'm going to use a new little icon module they've got here. They've just integrated Font Awesome in here, so there's plenty of them. You can scroll down, it's going to be a lot of scrolling, or you can hit the little icon and start scrolling down, and there's a lot of them here. I find the easiest way to do it is simply put a search in. Now let's put a little eyeball in there like we did last time. And there you can see it over there. I'm simply going to make it blue and leave it as it is. Okay. I'm now going to add another module just below it by hitting the little plus button down there. And I'm going to put in a call to action. You can put in any module you want. I'm just putting it in because it's got some text already in there. If you wanted to use a button as well as the link, just put a link in the button URL and the button will show up. That's if you want a call to action as well with it today. I'm going to leave mine just as it is for the demo, but like I say, you can use it how you wish. What I'm going to do with my call to action module now is I'm going to give it a bit of space on the top here, and then I'm going to pull it up behind my little icon, or actually it'll be in front of my little icon, but we're going to adjust it in a minute. So I'm going to go over to design, down to spacing. I'm going to give it padding on the top of say 120 pixels. Just put in the 120, it'll put in the pics for you. Now I want to pull it up so it actually covers my little icon up there. And the reason we're doing this, because when we do the hover thing, I want people to be able to hover anywhere on it and be able to pull it up. If I leave it here, they won't be able to do it by hovering over here. So I'm going to hit the little 2 arrows here, or you can just type in a negative value. I'm going to put it negative 120. As you can see, it's covered up our little eyeball there. So now let's just adjust our background. I'm going to make it black. I'm going to take the opacity down. I'm just clicking on the color field and the right hand slider down here, and you'll see our little eyeball appear through there. Now I really only want this text to appear when we hover over it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my design tab, going to go down to my filters, and if we roll down, we've got opacity, which is transparency or see-through. Common to most Divi modules, if you hover over the dark writing here, you'll see some little icons pop up. Go to the one that you want to affect, in our case opacity here, click on the little arrow if there is one, and you can set a desktop state when your mouse is not on it. I want it to be invisible. And you can set a hover state, obviously when the mouse is on it. I want it to be fully visible. And the time it takes to go from desktop to hover state, by default with Divi, is 300 milliseconds. And if you want to change that, slow it down or even speed it up, go over to the advanced tab, go down to transitions, and you'll find it right there. You can slide it up and down, type in a value, increment, with your little arrows there if you want to. But I'm fairly happy with that. So I'm going to save this and it should disappear when I save it. There we are, because it's gone to opacity 0. Now the way this works, we want to put an image behind there, and the image is actually residing in the column that our 2 modules are sitting in. So let's go into the row, the green tab here. And we're on column 3, column 1, column 2 in the middle, column 3 over here. Let's go to background and we can add an image. You've got color, gradient, image, video. You've also got background patterns now in the latest version, and background masks. So you can actually clip things into shapes with the mask and add little patterns if you want to. But I'm just going to put a background image in there today. And let's pop that image in there. Okay, and as you can see, we've now got that nice image in there. We've got our icon. So if I save this now, we set our hover state, save the row settings, little purple button to save the draft. Before I actually save this draft, because we've moved this up with a bit of negative margin, if you want to re-edit this, you may have trouble getting into it. If it's under the icon one, we're okay in this case, but if you have trouble getting to it once you've used negative margin, simply open up the little purple button, go over to this little icon here, which is wireframe mode or back-end mode if you like, and you can get to your modules that way. But I think we're okay with this today, so let's save our draft, exit and see what we've got. Exit the Visual Builder. Okay, and there's our little image with our little icon on it. When we roll over it, it's going to fade in, and when we take our mouse away, it's going to fade back out again. And that's a nice little effect to have on your site. So there you go, guys. There's a nice little text over image with icon effect for you. No coding involved today. I hope you've enjoyed this and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.